Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at ZEBEC, because really we have actually a green market, and even ZEBEC itself is up 7% on the day. I think this is fantastic, but I would also think that the best is yet to come. So we're going to be taking a look at where the market is. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what exactly the game plan is here for ZEBEC going forward, because over the last 2 weeks, we have actually been talking about this resistance being hit. And yeah, from the very bottom, that was around a 20-something% pump, which is great. I commend that. Yeah, actually, some people may be thinking that some things are up double digits. Why is ZEBEC only up 7%? Well, the reason is that ZEBEC was actually pumping over the last 2 weeks when a lot of altcoins were not doing such a great job. So it's also very much natural for the price to cool off a little bit. And I would also think that this is an amazing chance for somebody who probably missed the whole thing. I'll show you a possible buying area there for ZEBEC as the chart may cool off in the coming days, because of course we also don't have to understand that when we're moving towards the upside, we go up, we come down, and then eventually we are pushing towards the upside one more time. So before I start today's video, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm in understanding that yes, this video is straight, because I just want to go straight to the point. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on ZEBEC and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. I also want to show you this offer that our partners over there at LBD Exchange are doing for new users. You can join with the link that I've just put in the description. That's where you can be able to access this special activity here of an airdrop, basically, that if you happen to deposit into your futures account a certain amount, let's say here you deposit $800, you're going to be receiving an airdrop of like 350 USDT trading bonus that you can go ahead and trade also. And $1,000 gets you to something like $450. So I think that's pretty cool. Almost 50% of what you deposit, this is your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But of course, you have to take a look at the rules here. One other important thing here is that you have to use these trading bonuses in the next 7 days, because if you don't do that, that's not going to be looking too good. They'll expire, right? And the whole thing doesn't make sense at the end of the day. So coming back here to ZEBEC on the 4-hourly time frame, I think on the daily time frame, we have been saying that, look, we have gotten to a point on the RSI where usually we get a bit of rejections. And of course, we have also seen the price cool off a little bit. I think we are down about 24% from where we were peaking. That's normal. Now the question becomes, what's going to be happening here? I think we've gotten to a very interesting point in markets in which a lot of things are going to stop making sense. By that I mean that, things are actually very bullish. Let me show you what's happening here with Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance right now. This is the Bitcoin dominance. We've waited for a very long time, since 2021 actually, for this thing to start dropping. And the way it's doing it right now is something that is, it's mega bullish for altcoins. It can start dropping here, and it's going to do it in a such very quick fashion that a lot of people are going to be surprised that it even happened. So I'm expecting a very quick pump from altcoins in the immediate short term, and this rising wedge, more likely than not, is going to be falling very, very much fast. I'll show you a quick example of something that just happened today, right? Take notice of how this chart looks here as it's rising, and let me show you Veracity, which did exactly something like that. And this is Veracity. This just happened like 1 hour ago. You see the way the price is rising here, and then all of a sudden it just capitulates. This is the kind of capitulation that can happen over there on the Bitcoin dominance, and that obviously translates into altcoins going totally bananas. Obviously the Bitcoin itself is doing its thing. It's now, as we are speaking, above $103,000. That's good, but I think the most important thing is this Bitcoin dominance falling off. So it's really a great time here. What I'm trying to say here is that with the latest development that we have seen with overall market sentiment, right, I don't think maybe you're going to be seeing a very deep correction here on ZEBEC. Maybe, the lowest of 0.0015 is where I would set a buy order. I mentioned this in the last video, but below that, I don't think that, if really we start seeing that Bitcoin dominance falling off, ZEBEC can entertain, continuously pushing towards the downside when the rest of the market is pushing up. I don't think that can be the case. Rather, I would anticipate that we start pushing above the resistance once again. And you know what's coming right here? The thing that we have been discussing is that, look, this is a wake of accumulation pattern that has happened over the last year. And these things actually get very, very bullish. I will show you where I anticipate the price to go on a different chart, which we are looking at a full Fibonacci extension level here. So from the very top at inception until the very bottom, which we just had, I think about 2 weeks ago, our full Fibonacci extension level is right here around, I would say, 1.4 cents basically. Now, where the price is sitting at the moment until that area is right around an 8x. Now, for some people, this may be, peanuts. It's not really that much, but it also depends, in my humble opinion, on how fast this whole thing goes, because just as I've been mentioning, if that Bitcoin dominance drops very much fast, I think we can have a huge rise, but also not as big, because if the rise is over a long period of time, I think that's when we can get like maybe, a 20x or something like that. But immediate short term, if we get a quick breakdown on that Bitcoin dominance, I think we can get to that 1.4 cents very much easily. Yeah, some people have got price targets of $2, $1, whatever the case may be. I think these are price targets that can be done in the future, but I'm looking at things in a very, I would say, a hurried schedule. This is what I'm seeing for now, and I'm going to be seeing what I can trade here on ZEBEC. I think 2 weeks ago, I was communicating to Patreon members that, look, I'm going to be entering ZEBEC here at, I think that was 0.00106 or something like that. And then still, I think at this point, we're up more than 70-80%. So that's good. I also want to invite you to our trading group. I think we have begun trading once again because we no longer have much in terms of resistances and stuff like that. What you're seeing here are some of the trades that we have taken. The latest trade that we opened was Tron. Today, I think it's up 30% the last time I checked it. But, we can score 300%. We have also some losses that we take every now and then. But the most important thing is that you make sure that, the loss is not anywhere close to what you do when you're winning 400% and stuff like that. So feel free to check the link that is in the description. Other than that, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. And if you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and enjoy this whole thing as we are seeing the Bitcoin dominance threatening a huge breakdown, just as I showed you with that example of Veracity. I mean, these things, when they start dropping, it happens in a very quick fashion. See you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.